For your first pressure test, you'll be making something that appears very simple, but it's actually quite complex. Pasta.
I'm stoked as a pasta challenge. I make pasta all the time. I got this, I'm not going home.
And nothing says pressure quite like fresh, handmade pasta. When it's stuffed pasta, there's even more that can go wrong.
And when it is this stuffed pasta dish, raviolo alla uovo, it is especially challenging.
Come up here, guys.
I live in a gluten-free household, and I never hand-make pasta at home. Man, I could be in trouble on this.
It's a single, delicate, handmade raviolo, enveloped in a savory sage butter sauce. The garnish, I would like to see a little Parmesan on there, and the crisp sage leaf. And here's the hard part. Inside is a single egg yolk, and when I cut into it, that liquid gold needs to come running out.
Holy fuck.
The filling is ricotta cheese with spinach. When it all comes together in the right way, it is perfetto. Good luck.
This pasta challenge looks absolutely insane. Glad it isn't me.
You have at your stations all that you need to create this stunning handmade pasta dish, and 45 minutes to do it.
Your 45 minutes starts now!
Making a raviolo such as this, it is a very, very difficult task. It's like walking through a minefield.
I would agree. All the ingredients have to work in concert.
There's a sequence. They have to make the dough first, knead it, get it relaxed
let it rest.
before they can roll it. Exactly. Because if they don't relax it, it's not going to work.
So right now, imagine this stale's face right here. It's helping me cool things down a little bit.
Josh, Alvin, do you think that really helps? Don't let your emotion affect you.
Absolutely, Chef. Thank you, Chef.
I know you hate me. It's okay. The only people mad at me are the 5 people down on the floor cooking right now. Everybody should be up on the balcony. It's stress-free.
The ricotta cheese has to be the right consistency.
If the ricotta is too wet, it'll bleed through. There's actually no room for error.
15 minutes! You have 15 minutes left.
Okay, guys, you need to be rolling out that dough. Not too thick, not too thin.
If the pasta dough is too thick, then it's going to be tough. If it's too thin, it won't support all the ingredients that are inside. Look at Kayla, she's got her noodles coming out. I'm telling you, man, it's anyone's game right now.
Where's Brooke at right now?
She's just doing her filling.
Brooke's gonna fall apart.
It's called a pressure test for a reason, so I just gotta keep calm and stay focused, and I'll be okay. Medic.
Oh, she cut herself too.
I cut myself. I am freaking out.
She's fucked. Brooke's done at this point, for sure.
10 minutes! You have 10 minutes left.
You need to be filling your raviolo by now, and those need to be moving.
Oh, no, Eric. Do it in your hand, Eric.
Eric's struggling separating his eggs.
Now he's down to his last egg. He only has 1 egg, so he cannot afford to make a mistake.
Drain the whites through your fingers.
Shit.
I can't believe I dropped my egg. It was really amateur mistake. I think I'm going home.
Oh, no, it's saved. It's not broken.
Ah, yes. There you go, Eric.
Beautiful, Eric. Oh, he got it. Yeah, he got it. Got one.
Have a nice bath.
2 minutes! You have 2 minutes left.
Your raviolo should be in the water cooking by now. You should be finishing off your sauce and getting ready to plate.
If they overcook the noodle, that means the egg inside will be solid. And that defeats the entire purpose of this dish, because the wow factor lies in that egg being very liquidy.
Oh my God.
I wonder how many have actually made a crispy fried sage leaf.
10, 9,
Wipe the
8,
plate.
7,
Wipe the
6,
plate.
5,
Come on.
4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up! Hands up!
should have cleaned my plate.
I'm really worried about this.
What do you mean? It's perfect.
I'm not happy. I know that I didn't cook at my best. I'm holding back the tears. I am crossing my fingers, crossing my toes, crossing my little nose hairs. I'm crossing everything that my egg is perfectly cooked and it's runny in the middle.
A plain French omelet.
I think I've only made 3 or 4 omelets, and I don't even think any of them were French.
A French omelette is only 2 ingredients, butter and eggs, smooth and silky on the outside, an even bright yellow hue, and on the inside, soft, custardy, what the French call baveurs.
You have exactly 1 opportunity to achieve perfection, and we're giving you just enough time. 4 minutes.
Oh, God.
While omelets seem very easy, they're actually really technical, and to only have 4 minutes, I can't even change my daughter's diaper in 4 minutes.
The home cooks who make the best 4 omelettes will head straight to safety in the gallery. The other 4 will head straight to an even tougher task. Please head to your stations.
Oh, I'm gonna have to pull something out real fierce to get through to the next round because, quite frankly, I hate omelets.
Everyone here is here to compete. I'm not gonna be able to let up or else I'm going home. It's as simple as that.
Are you ready to cook your way to safety?
Yes, Chef!
Well, get cracking because your time starts now! When you're testing a new chef, often the first thing you get them to make is, guess what? The omelet.
This is a game of nerves because 1 slip and you're out.
I need to crack my 4 eggs, and there can't be any egg whites. It has to be really uniform and bright yellow.
There's only 2 ingredients when it comes to an omelet, butter and eggs, and a lot of technique goes into it. Nothing can hide behind the flavor of a great cooked omelet.
The omelets I make at home usually have veggies and meat and cheese, and they're huge and they're fat, but I've never cooked eggs like this before.
The eggs need to be not only seasoned, but the salt actually helps break down the egg so you can whisk it so it's nice and smooth.
All you can hear is whisking, butter melting, and people just working hard.
I have it on high heat, I throw the eggs in, and I know as soon as I do, I better start stirring.
One of the mistakes that can happen here is that the heat in the pan is too high. If it's too high, it will scorch and actually start to caramelize those delicate eggs.
Come on, sweethearts, cook. If you work it too much with a fork or spatula, you'll end up with scrambled egg. Undercook it, and it will be non-edible.
Come on, babies. Cook, you things.
Four minutes feel like it's only 10 seconds. It's going by really quickly.
Let's go, eggs. Cook, eggs, cook.
I got the first fold done, no cracks. The hardest part is getting it out the pan, like over the lip into the plate.
Wow, Becky was the first out of the pan.
1 minute, you have 1 more minute left.
I'm trying to gently fold the egg, but I can barely do it because my hand is shaking so much. Then the egg started sticking. I had the pan too hot. It's a complete disaster.
Time's ticking. I need to carefully remove it from the pan and just plate it. Don't like how it's not smooth on the outside, but it's got the perfect cook on it.
30 seconds!
My eggs aren't even fully cooked, but I need to start folding them.
Hands are shaking.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
Oh my God. Oh my God. I've never cooked with coffee before.
All right.
With a small infant daughter, I have a very intimate relationship with coffee. My mind is racing to figure out, what am I gonna do?
For this first mystery box, you're gonna have to think outside the mug. I want you to look under that hill of beans to find out how you have to prepare your dish.
Oh my God.
It says savory, and my heart sinks and drops. The recipes that were going through my mind were only dessert recipes.
I'm so happy I don't see the word savory. Personally, I wouldn't want coffee in savory food.
As you can see, half of you will be going sweet, while the rest of you will be going savory. Melissa, will you be preparing a sweet or a savory coffee dish?
I will be preparing a sweet dish.
How do you feel about that?
I'm more of a savory girl, so this is going to be a challenge for me.
Kagan, did you get what you wanted today?
I did indeed. I got savory and I got coffee. Could use a little more coffee.
So you're feeling confident?
I'm feeling very confident, Chef.
I have a feeling confidence isn't an issue with you.
I have a feeling that you're right, Chef.
The home cook with the best dish will get a huge advantage in the upcoming elimination challenge.
Cooks, you have 60 minutes to pour yourself into this mystery box challenge. Now, everything you need to succeed is in this kitchen. The rest is up to you.
Are you ready to impress us?
Yes,
The time starts now.
Cornstarch. Anyone see cornstarch?
Jonathan? Yeah? Are these ghost peppers? No, habaneros. Okay. It's a mystery box. Nobody's going home, but I want the advantage because I want the other home cooks to know what they're dealing with. There's nothing like winning the first challenge, and I'm gonna pull it off.
It would be pretty cool to get the advantage. Just win the first mystery box.
Coffee is one of the most exciting and diverse ingredients to work with. You can actually use it as a flavoring agent, almost like a spice.
I'm doing spiced chicken with bourbon coffee sauce, and then I'm gonna do some coffee glazed carrots.
Two pitfalls of coffee. One is it can be overpowering. Two, if you use it as a rub or you leave it in the sauce, it can be very sandy and gritty, and I don't want that.
I tell you, I'm a very simple man. For me, it's coffee, rum, and a big fat cigar.
This is gonna be interesting.
Nothing like starting your first ever mystery box with baking when you're not a baker. I am making a espresso shortbread cookie with a coffee curd. Trying to harness my Newfie family here, big bakers on that side of the family. Being the last East Coaster carries a lot of pressure. We have great cuisine, and I want to kind of take this as far as I can for our part of the country. Trying to harness the Newfs right now.
I'm making a flan, but with the coffee syrup on top.
Trinidad, we don't really use coffee in our food.
And I usually don't make desserts, so this will also be very interesting.
My food dream is to own a food truck, to be able to serve West Indian food across Canada.
All right.
Oh, this is all my family right here. I'm making a coffee chili ice cream with salted coffee caramel. My wife and I enjoy our coffees together in bed in the morning, and my kids love ice cream, so it was a perfect marriage to me. It's all for them.
Reem, is coffee an ingredient that is typically used in Egyptian cooking?
Yes, it is, but not in cooking and savory.
What are you making?
I'm making stuffed potatoes with coffee-infused bechamel, and I'm making a kofta with coffee marination.
Good luck. Keep focused.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you. I want to have my own restaurant. It's going to be a combination between the Egyptian and the Canadian cuisine. I hope that they see creativity and heart.
Very precise measurements going in.
I've made 2 desserts my entire life. I've never baked a tart before, but I'm gonna do not 1 tart, but I'm gonna do 2 tarts. 1 dark chocolate and coffee ganache, and white chocolate and vanilla ganache.
Melissa, just a moment here. Okay, you were not thrilled to get sweet, okay?
I never make desserts at home, and if I do like a no-bake something.
Do you have a shot at that advantage?
I think I do. I think if I start getting my life together right now, I could probably do it.
I like the attitude.
Thank you, Chef.
Good luck.
Bye.
It's not a big deal. It'll be fine. It's not a big deal.
Where's my sugar? Sugar, sugar, sugar. Oh, there it is. Right behind you.
I'm hoping the judges are hungry for breakfast. My parents' diner used to be a breakfast joint. My parents' restaurant was called The Den. When I was 6 years old, I was peeling potatoes and pouring coffee for people. So I'm making coffee-infused pork breakfast sausage patties with soft poached eggs and a coffee mole sauce. I'm calling it The Den 2.0.
10 minutes, Chef. 10 more minutes left. 10 more minutes. great coffee dish.
Oh, God, I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Now it's just a matter of putting it all together.
Becky, it looks like she's done finished. She is unflappable.
It seems like nothing rattles Becky. She's always in the zone.
Becky might have enough time to actually make herself a cup of coffee.
Not quite.
That ice cream is still not set.
This ice cream needs to speed up.
Oh man, this is cutting it close.
1 minute, you have 1 more minute left, 1 minute.
Oh, this is gonna be close. There we go.
Oh, yeah, baby, that's good.
Oh my God, my plating looks awful.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hands up!
Amazing job. Incredible.
We did it.
The judges have been observing and tasting throughout the challenge. Now, they take one last look before choosing the 3 most promising dishes. The winner of this mystery box will receive a huge advantage in the upcoming Elimination Challenge.
Top 12? They say you will always remember your first mystery box. And by they, I mean we. All we need to know about how you work under pressure is right there on your plate.
The first dish we'd like to call up was made by a home cook who found an ingenious way to infuse coffee into every single element on their plate. That plate belongs to Kagan. Bring your dish up to the front, Kagan.
I mean, the first challenge, and I'm going up, and the judges are going to taste my food. Like, what? I've got a coffee-crusted steak, pureed celeriac, coffee, and a little condensed milk.
Kagan, how do you think you made out?
I think it's one of the nicer plates I've ever plated.
Well, so do we. That's why you're here. What cook were you going for here?
I was going for a medium rare. This is a little closer to medium, I think, but I believe it's going to be a nice cook.
Let's see if you hit the target. That's beautiful. This makes me really happy.
This makes me really happy.
More importantly, though, how does it taste? Those flavors work so well together. The smoked Jerusalem artichoke, the seasoning on the beef. Competition has begun.
Keegan, the dry rub. Tell me what's in there.
You've got coffee, we've got star anise, and we've got fennel.
Let me try that. What I'm seeing here is genius. I mean, you have quite a invasive spice on the steak, but you know something? That puree with the condensed milk neutralize it. I would be very proud of that being your first mystery box.
I feel like the happiest person alive. Chef Alvin called me a genius. Only my mom does that.
The next home cook that we'd like to call up took an ambitious suite that required a lot of skill, and we can't wait to see if it paid off. Becky.
Don't really get excited about things, but I'm shaking on the inside. It's coffee and dark chocolate eclairs.
The recipe you used was right off the top of your head.
Yeah.
For a classic choux pastry, something that pastry chefs work relentlessly at to perfect for years.
Yeah, I just did it by eye.
That's pretty impressive, I would say. Let's take one of these, open it up, and see how it looks from the inside. Look at that. Pretty full in there. The pastry cream is incredibly soft. And you have a good balance of coffee in there, and that dark, bitter chocolate works really, really well with it. I think you could have cooked the choux pastry buns a little longer.
Yeah.
But it is very good. Which is why I had to have a second bite.
Let's taste. Watch out behind you. Incredible. The coffee flavor just pops. The pastry cream is beautiful, smooth, and velvety. It really is incredible.
Thank you.
The third and final dish that we like to taste was made by a home cook who impressed us with a perfectly composed plate. That dish was made by Michael G.
I can't believe that I'm walking up. I'm goosebumps, my heart is racing. I'm actually on the verge of crying.
Today I've made for you a coffee-encrusted spiced sirloin steak with a yam puree.
We're fellow mathematicians. I must say, this equates to a very, very nice looking plate.
Thank you very much.
The steak is perfectly done.
Thank you.
The puree, very, very rich, but you cut into that richness with the pomegranate. It all adds up.
Thank you, Chef.
Great cook on the steak, seasoned well. It's so easy to overcook it, and you were able to cook it, get a good caramelization to it, introduce that coffee flavor, but still have it moist and tender. Not easy. Simple bean salad, lovely little vinaigrette, maybe just a little sweet. Having said that, a lot of great elements came together on this plate.
Thank you, Chef.
I hope it's not beginner's luck.
Thank you.
My hollandaise sauce is starting to split. Let's figure this out. Now I'm just panicking and whisking vigorously to try and get it to come together. I hit it with a bit more salt, I hit it with a bit more acid.
1 minute, 1 more minute left. Breakfast in 1 minute.
This is all about timing, execution, and technique. If they screw this up, they're finished. Look at this. May right now is the front runner. She is already applying hollandaise to the top of the poached egg.
And that hollandaise, we wanted a beautiful yellow color. It is unbelievable.
15 seconds, Trevor.
I think my sauce is perfect. Couldn't be happier.
Oh my God.
As I am spooning my hollandaise sauce onto my eggs Benedict, I see it break.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
Wow. It looks beautiful. My sauce is just like, it's amazing. I'm feeling very, very happy.
Walking up with my eggs Benedict, I'm really emotional. I'm getting upset because this is not the comeback that I'm hoping for.
Wow, you pulled it off. But there's nothing more disappointing, May, than cutting into a poached egg and not having that beautiful golden yolk ooze out. Wow. That just leaves me speechless. Let's see if it tastes as good as it looks. You obviously added vinegar to the water. Did you add any salt to the water?
I did.
It's a bit bland. And there's another issue. You can see that the hollandaise is just slightly too thin. It's just washing off of that egg, and that's critical. And I think that bacon makes up for the lack of salt on the egg. That's a pretty solid performance by you.
Thank you.
I didn't get a perfect critique. I'm still feeling really unsure.
On visual inspection, I'm afraid sauce is all over the place. Also, I see a bit of splitting. But what is the most important thing about an eggs Benedict?
The runny yolk.
Look at that. That's a beauty. You know, the bacon, I would say, slightly undercooked. Very important technical mistake.
How you feeling?
I feel really emotional. There's a lot riding on this for me. I know everyone's sacrificed everything, but mine just has a ticking time clock to it with my mom. With her diagnosis of early onset Alzheimer's, every time that I'm away from her, could be the next phone call, she doesn't remember who I am. This time away from her is definitely a challenge.
Time is precious for you, isn't it?
It really is, so I need to be here to do my best to bring it home for me and my mom.
At the end of the day, you do what you gotta do to get through this competition. And it all boils down to what is happening on this plate. There are a few challenges here, I see. This hollandaise is broken. The flavor is awesome. If I close my eyes and I pretend that it's made properly, just never turn your back on a hollandaise.
I won't do that again. I'm thinking about my mom. Everything I've worked hard to do is almost slipping out of my fingers.
Hi there, Trevor.
Chef Michael.
Look, I think the eggs Benny looks pretty darn good. Good shape to the egg. What looks to be a good consistency on the hollandaise. Nice little browning on the bacon. Look at that. That looks like one happy eggs Benny. Let's give it a little taste. Very good.
Thank you, Chef.
Great consistency. Very, very light, seasoned well. I think it could have done just with a little more acidity, a touch more juice. But overall, it's very good indeed.
Thank you very much, Chef.
Thanks, Trevor.
What happened?
I broke my hollandaise sauce.
Very easy to do. Unfortunately, it's happened to you at the worst possible time. The cook on the bacon looks pretty good. Cook on the egg feels good. Let's see what happens inside. Your yolk is overcooked.
I know I'm cooking again.
It's not over yet for you here. You still have that fight.
Absolutely.
Are you ready to fight?
Okay. It's not over yet. There's still over.
Look at me. Look at me. The next round, if you don't make it through this, don't worry. It's not
It's not over. It's not over.
Just give us a moment, please.
I do not want to go into that final round. It is terrifying.
I'm really impressed.
Yeah.
It's a tough challenge.
My egg is perfect, but the sauce still split a bit. So I'm just hoping that my flavors will carry me through.
So we know where we're going to go. Yeah. Good. Okay, sounds good.
A perfect eggs Benedict in 10 minutes is a tall order for any home cook. You should all be commended just for finishing. And some of you finished with a bang.
Trevor and May, congratulations.
I feel so relieved.
Please head up to the gallery, because you're both safe.
I did not want to go into this head-to-head challenge.
It feels so good to be up in the gallery.
Come on, Cake.
Woo! Get in there.
Margarine is a very versatile, practical ingredient. It doesn't get hard, so it stays very soft.
It's always ready to use right out of the fridge.
Show a little love. I love
love baking. Baking is not for a special occasion. Baking is for like Tuesday evening, I'm home from work and I want a cupcake.
I love croissants. My mom loves croissants. So I'm making kind of a take on an almond croissant, but in cake form.
I'm gonna cook with a ton of heart. My parents mean everything to me. They're my biggest supporters, so I'm not gonna let them down. It's a kind of a big deal, and I'm putting some things on hold in terms of medicine, and I was kind of not expecting them to support me as much as they would, but they're so awesome that they just did. My father absolutely loves key lime pie, so I'm gonna reinvent the key lime pie and make it into a cake.
Michelle, what are you making?
I'm making a chocolate and hazelnut tort. I'm going with heart today. I can't eat this cake. I'm allergic to hazelnuts. But my kids love hazelnut spread.
Isn't that amazing? You make something for your kids that you're allergic to because they like it. That is true love.
You said it.
This is a cake that they would devour.
30 minutes! You have 30 minutes left!
My dad loves green tea, and my mom loves chestnut cream.
So I'm gonna mix the two together and make a matcha roll cake.
It's decorated at the batter level, and I don't think the judges have ever seen anything like it. What I'm about to do is practically impossible in an hour. I'm not sure I can do it, but that's what my dad taught me to do. Shoot for the stars, try your hardest, and that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm not gonna play it safe.
The judges have accused me of not cooking from the heart on numerous occasions, and I'm gonna prove them wrong.
I'm finally baking.
Terry.
Hi, Chef.
Look at that smile.
I know. I love baking, and it's great to have a baking challenge.
So tell me, how much inspiration are you getting right now from your sister?
Oh, I'm getting a lot of inspiration from my sister. She's also an amazing baker, and we bake a lot, and we baked these cheesecakes together before.
Cheesecake?
So, yeah, I'm making cheesecake 3 ways.
3 cheesecakes?
I am doing 3 cheesecakes.
In 60 minutes?
In 60 minutes, because I believe I have something to prove.
All right, I'm excited.
Thank you, Chef.
Hi there, PURÉE.
Hi, Chef Michael.
So what have you decided to make for dessert?
I'm doing a flourless chocolate ganache tart. This is a dish inspired by my grandma. She's fun, she's bold. I hope to one day grow up to be just like her.
I'm getting a sense where you get some of this from now.
Definitely
Connecting
from my
the dots.
grandma, definitely.
That's great. Good luck, PURÉE.
Thank you very much.
20 minutes left!
Oh, that smells so good.
If they're having anything that's hot, that should be cooling at this point. Because you do not want to put a cool liquid on top of a hot cake.
I need to get this in the blast chiller immediately. I can't put the chestnut cream onto a hot cake.
Go, thank you. I need to wait, I need to wait, I need to wait. Close it, close it. Ah! Oh my God. Oh, sweet fuzz.
I've lost my cake.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
This is a disaster. This is an absolute disaster.
Oh my God, what is that?
I feel defeated. There's nothing that I can do to fix this.
That has got to be heartbreaking.
Michelle is still flustered, but I know she can salvage what's left of her cake.
I'll get you ring molds. Here we go.
Shoot. Veronica suggests to me to make a smaller cake. It won't be as elegant and as pretty, but it's my only choice.
That's okay, that's okay.
I can't give up now. I want my kids to see how much of a fighter their mother is.
We still do it.
The last 10 minutes, it's all about the finishing touches. It's the filling, it's the stuffing, it's the layering of the icing.
Mary right now has that laser beam focus.
I need to show the judges that I'm the best baker here.
I want the judges to see that even though I'm not much of a baker, that I can still hold my own. I'm gonna go with as many layers as I can. I want this cake to be really high. I don't want it to fall over.
Ha ha ha! It's cold! I got it! One of the most difficult Japanese desserts, and I executed it in an hour! Hey, PURÉE, you doing good? Oh, wow, that looks amazing. It's no Japanese roll cake.
Oh, freak.
Look at Matthew.
Jeremy's definitely struggling. The icing is running down because his cake is just too hot. You cannot ice a cake when it's hot.
The icing melted.
1 minute! You have 1 minute left! Come on, 1 minute!
Michelle is an absolute fighter. I cannot believe that she's pulling through this.
Okay, we're good. Oh my God, it's so close.
10, 9, 8,
The judges have been observing and sampling throughout the challenge. They now take one final look before selecting the most promising family-inspired desserts.
We were blown away by what you did tonight. The first home cook we'd like to call up was inspired by a loving and supportive parent.
And that home cook was Veronica.
I am super proud. I know my family would be super proud. I'm just hoping all the flavors are there.
It's a Japanese matcha roll cake with the chestnut cream in the center.
It is impressive.
Thank you, chef.
I don't even know how to do these patterns myself, I'll be honest. I don't know how you pulled that off. It's extraordinary.
Thank you, chef.
There's a perfect balance between the chestnut cream and the green tea, and that white chocolate crunch. Outstanding.
Thank you, chef.
Extremely light, and the sponge is incredibly moist. Did you do anything to the sponge to make it so moist?
No, I just have a good recipe and the basil helped out.
Extraordinary presentation, technique. I can't find anything to fault on this. Thank you.
Thank you, chef.
My dad would be ecstatic to see me now. He would be so proud.
The second home cook whose dish we'd like to taste tapped into their passion for baking and plated a beautiful dessert. Terry, please bring up your dish.
I am thinking about my sister as I walk up with my dish, because I know she's gonna be very proud of this moment.
So I've got 3 different types of cheesecakes on the dish. I've got a raspberry cheesecake, a lemon cheesecake, and a milk chocolate cheesecake.
The presentation to me is absolutely beautiful. Between the simple piping, the tuxedo-dressed dipped strawberries, the feather work on top of the chocolate, a lot of different technique.
Yes, chef. I put all I had into this cheesecake.
It all comes down to taste, though, Terry.
Yes, chef, it does.
Terry, it has got that rich, creamy, but ever so ultra smooth filling. That crisp lemon just cleans it up nicely as you chew through it. And then you've got that wonderful crisp base to it.
Thank you, chef.
Your sister would be very proud.
That's nice.
Thank you, chef.
It's light, the crust is perfect, nice and crunchy. You got the nice ratio of crust and cream cheese. And of course, it looks good. Well done.
Thank you, chef.
I feel on top of the world.
The third home cook we're calling up didn't let their lack of baking experience hold them back for 1 second. And that home cook was Sean. Please bring your dish up.
I'm super happy. My dad would love this cake. This one's for you, Dad. It's a layered key lime cake covered with a Swiss meringue and torched, and then just a little lime zest.
That's a pretty impressive looking dessert.
Thank you very much, Chef.
The kind of thing as a little kid you'd want to stick your finger in and just take a big lick, right? Now let's see what happens when we cut this open. Mission accomplished. You've got that meringue that is very soft, that sponge cake, wonderful moist, but has a little flavor from the lime, which cleans it up really nicely. It's got it all going on.
Thank you.
Kaboom. It's awesome. That lime zest just jumps out. Cake is beyond moist. Take a look at that. What you achieved.
Definitely proud. I hope my parents are too. I couldn't be happier with myself. I wish I could save a piece of this cake for my dad.